Welcome to Bamzooki. Once again, we've got 2 teams, 8 Zooks, 3 rounds and a final as we search for today's best virtual reality creature. But to start the show, let's just introduce ourselves to Rich's latest Zook creation. Rich, what is it?
That, Jake, is me.
OK, thank you very much. Get back on your feet and hopefully we'll never see that Zook again. But let's get on with the show because it's time to meet today's very first team. And one word of warning, don't mess with them or that.
Help me up.
We're the Cuddington Kickers and we're building Zooks the karate way.
A Zook's movement should be precise and always in control. A Zook should always anticipate danger. There's an old Zook proverb. Look for the Zooks within. For great Zooks you will never be without.
What's she on about? Oh, come on, let's just go and play on the software.
Welcome to Bamzooki, guys. Now, Sasha, first of all, I'm not even going to bother asking how you managed to float in midair, because that's just a little bit scary. What I do want to know is, though, have you got any black belt Zooks?
Yeah, shooting star too, because it's as fast as a bullet from a gun.
OK, so that's a good Zook, is it?
Yeah.
All right, what about you, boys? Do you think you've got the necessary Zooks to take the victory today?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, good luck to you. But first, let's meet the second team. And if they had the choice between staying indoors on their computer, nice and warm and happy, or outside climbing trees, they'd only take one option. Have a look at this.
We're all climbers and we can climb anything. Our favourite place is Christopher's treehouse. That's the place where we all go to think. But today, it's raining. So we're inside working on our Zooks. The only problem is that we find it difficult to come up with any good ideas when we're not in our treehouse. It just doesn't seem to move right. Has anybody got any ideas? Look, the sun's coming out! To the treehouse!
It's a beautiful day.
I've got it. We need to adapt the spine steering. Yeah! Come on, let's go!
Welcome to Bamzooki, all 3 of you. Rich gave me that joke. Anyway, let's get on with it. Did all this climbing trees kind of inspire you with your Zook designs?
Yeah, it inspired us to make climber because it's got flat feet, which are good for climbing.
OK, and what about Bob? I mean, that kind of looks like a bit of a spider to me, is that right?
Yeah, that's what he's sort of based on.
Good luck, but right now let's get on with the show because it is, of course, time for the very first round. Come on, Bernard, do me proud. Off you go. Both of you, Nosy, you as well. Teams. Nosy and Bernard are demonstrating, I'm afraid, a rather tough game. This is the first one, and it's Ram Zook. The aim of the game is basically to ram all these things out of the way and get to the finish line before the other Zook. As you can see, Bernard's pretty good at this, and Nosy is just being nosy. OK, it's your first chance to pick a Zook. I'll wait for Nosy. You go and pick one. Off you go.
Well, let's see if the teams have got a solid, stable Zook in their lineup.
I think we should choose claws.
I don't think we should use Big Bull Bob because he can easily trip up.
Up and under.
Flying. I'm gonna go flying. Yeah.
He's that too.
OK, teams, this is it. Time for the first game. Come on.
Well, an interesting choice for this first round from the Cuddington Kickers. They have gone for up and under. Maybe they're hoping he can flick the blocks out of the way, whereas the Menddus trio have gone for the more obvious option of Dido.
Cheers, Rich. And this is going to be a really interesting race because it's kind of spider versus snake. Good luck to both of you. I know how desperate you all are to take a 1-second lead towards the final early on. So good luck. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, this first contest is underway and two more different Zooks you couldn't find. And there's Dino straight away through the first block, getting a bit stuck on the second block there as Up and Under makes slower progress, but is surprisingly effective there at pushing it out of the way and has caught up a little bit. Dino now on the third block, but got a bit stuck. Up and Under through the second one. Now there's a problem here for Dino. He's been pushing them in front of him, whereas Up and Under is flicking them out of the way. Two completely different approaches, and they're both neck and neck. I wasn't expecting this, I'll be honest, as Up and Under pushes that final block out of the way beautifully. Dino is still stuck. Up and Under makes a dash for the line. Well, not such a dash, really. He's quite slow. Is Dino going to catch him? No, he helps him over.
In the end, Dino actually chases Up and Under straight over the line, Rich. Team, what can I say? Dino was a really fast Zook. He just kind of got caught up. I think he was trying to push too many barriers at the same time. But don't worry, you can still go into the final in the lead. What can I say? Up and Under, the strangest looking Zook to have won a contest like this. Can you believe it? All right, congratulations. There we go. A 1-0 lead at the moment for the Cuddington Kickers. Well played, guys. But right now, it's time for the second contest. For our second game, Zook Pursuit, let me introduce you to a rather strange house Zook, and it's not very nice either. It's Fang. Now, the aim of this game is to get down to the finishing line and back again before the other Zook, but every time Fang touches you, you'll get frozen for a couple of seconds, therefore giving the other team an advantage. What you need for this game is a rather fast Zook, and also a Zook that maybe Fang could get stuck on. Is kind of handy, as you can see there from Nosy. But teams, whatever you do, pick a good Zook. Off you go!
Well, I think there's three qualities needed in your Zook here. Speed, speed, and speed.
Climber, he's still not fast enough. Scoop.
No, but he's too slow.
Yeah, he's fast. He's fast when he's not going around in circles.
Shooting Star, because he's quite fast.
No, but...
Kickers, trio, back you come. Come on.
Well, have our teams chosen Zooks that are a match for Fang? Well, the Cuddington Kickers have gone for Claws. He looks like a ferocious Zook. Is he going to be quick enough? Meanwhile, the Menddus trio, they've gone for the fearsome Bob.
Thanks very much, Rich. Both teams want the points, but right now it's time to step back and let your Zooks do the work. You design them, now it's time to see whether you design them well. Good luck to both of you. Start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Zook Pursuit is go, and straight off, Fang goes for Claws. He's frozen for 2 seconds, and he's chasing Bob. He's got him. Bob's quick, though. Bob's frozen. Fang, back for Claws. He's frozen, but Bob is virtually back. Caught! Too easy for the Menddus trio.
A really easy victory. Congratulations, that was such a good Zook. I'll come to you in just a second, but first of all, Kickers, you had a 1-0 lead. You've thrown it away. Claws wasn't quite cut out for that event, was he? No. And guys, you've brought it back to 1-0. Fraser, I know that you actually designed Bob. A simple name, but not a simple Zook. I mean, he's so quick. He went straight off the end of the table, took Fang with him. Are you happy with that? Is that exactly what he was designed for?
Yeah.
Well played, guys. And of course, the scores are now level at 1-1 as we enter the third round. OK, teams, this is the part of the show where we're kind of grateful that Zooks can't get injured, because this is Merry-Go Zook. Now, all you've got to do is stay inside that circle. Not easy when it's spinning mega fast, as it's doing now. Any second now, House Zooks are going to go, and there they go. And as you can see, Nosy did manage to beat Bernard, so well done to him. Now, the main thing about this is it's the last Zook left in the circle. So even if you both fly off, if you're the last one to go, you've won. OK, teams, go and pick your Zooks.
Now, if I was picking a Zook for this, I'd pick one with Velcro on his feet, but I'm not sure that's allowed.
Maybe Shooting Star. I think he's nice and fast.
I'm pretty sure Climber would do pretty good.
We need someone that's quite stable and doesn't move around that much.
What do we think?
Interesting matchup, teams. Let's play the game.
Well, I don't think you can argue with either of the choices for this round, because both have chosen their most stable-looking Zook. Look, Scoop for the Cuddington Kickers, and the Menddus trio, they've gone with the flat-footed Climber.
Rich, thank you very much. And of course, both teams are looking for a scoop of success, as this is the last round before today's final. Good luck to both of you. The winner will take the lead. It really is that simple. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, this is called Merry-Go Zook, and I tell you, there's nothing merry about being spun round on a giant revolving table. Believe me, I tried it in rehearsals. Both Zooks have made their way to the middle to try and get optimum stability, but they're now being pushed out towards the edge, and Climber seems to be pushing Scoop. They're both really near the edge. One of them is going to go. Who is it? Climber's off. He's hanging on. He's gone.
Rich, it looked like that game was about to end about 10 times. Menddus trio. Climber had some stickability there, but he just was so big he could hardly fit on the circle in the first place. Are you disappointed to be going into the final 1 second down?
It's just 1 second. We've still got a good chance of winning, and we've got a good Zook, so hopefully we will still pull through.
OK, so still feeling confident over here? Yeah. Anyway, team, you're going into the final in the lead. How does that feel?
Really good.
It was all down to that final event, so congratulations to you. But before we go any further, Rich, obviously both Zooks did very well there. They stayed on for a long time. What they needed was a little bit more stickability. Got any suggestions?
Well, yes, I have, Jake, and it's the caterpillar, because he's an expert at hanging on. Like the butterflies they develop into, caterpillars have 3 pairs of legs at the front of their bodies, which are very helpful for getting around. But some caterpillars have got rid of the legs in the middle and have specially developed legs at the back. And these are the ones which are really good for hanging on, so our caterpillar can do some awesome acrobatics when he wants to, and move in a totally unique caterpillar way. Stickability. It's all in the legs, you see.
Thanks a lot, Rich. And talking of stickability, you guys at home are going nowhere, because up next today, it's our Bamzooki final, with the Cuddington Kickers taking a 1 second lead. This one is going to be tight.
Bamzooki.
OK, teams, we've now arrived at the finish line, literally, because this is today's Bamzooki final. Now, it's basically a relay race. The way it works is that the very first Zook that you picked at the start of the show will start the race. They'll then tag the next Zook, and so on and so forth, until we see these 2 Zooks that we haven't yet met. The first team Zook to cross the finish line will win. Now, Rich, we haven't said hello to these 2 rather spindly Zooks yet, so would you just introduce us?
Well, Big Bo Bob for the Menddus trio is quite possibly the tallest thing we've had on this programme. Well, other than Jake, obviously. And Shooting Star 2 for the Cuddington Kickers, well, he's got a self-righting mechanism on his back, which means should he end up upside down, he can flip himself over and carry on regardless.
Rich, what would we do without you? OK, the Cuddington Kickers are leading 2-1, which means you're taking a 1 second lead into the final. But, guys, it's not all over. You really can win this. So, please, cheer on your Zooks. It's time to start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, off goes Up and Under, shortly followed by Dino, who had that 1 second disadvantage, but Dino's made it up straight away and tagged Bob before Up and Under's made it to Claws, and Bob has gone and tagged Climber for the 3rd leg. Well, what a great start for the Menddus trio, as Up and Under finally tagged Claws. But Climber looks like he's got stuck on Bob. And here comes Claws to tag Scoop. And so the Cuddington Kickers have made up the ground as they both head neck and neck and hand over for the final leg. And Shooting Star shoots into the air and Big Bo Bob makes a dash for the line. What is Shooting Star doing? Well, whatever it is, it's rubbish, because Big Bo Bob has won it for the Menddus trio. What a tremendous finish.
It is all over. Cuddington Kickers, what can I say? Sash, if it was a cheering competition, you would have won this long ago. Thank you so much for coming down. Are you feeling OK?
Yeah.
You're not too fed up?
No.
It was so close at the end, and you brought some brilliant Zooks down here today, so well done. And Menddus trio, you survived my bad puns right from the start of the show, and you've gone and won. How do you feel?
Absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. Good. OK, well, listen, you're back for the semi-final, so congratulations for that. And we're also giving you these brilliant Bamzooki pictures with some of our favourite Zooks on there, so there you go. Hand those out amongst yourselves. Now, if you guys at home would like to build some Zooks exactly like these 2 teams, then please do. You can log on to the website at bbc.co.uk/CBBC. Click on Bamzooki. All the software is there to download and build your very own Zooks. And who knows, maybe you could be right here on Bamzooki, just like Rich. Rich, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you later. Teams, have a look at this. Look.
Bamzooki. Bamzooki.
Welcome to Bamzooki, the show where you can design your own virtual creatures, Zooks, bring them here and we'll test them out. Don't forget you can actually download the software to build your own Zooks 24 hours a day from the CBBC website, and that's exactly what's happened here. Rich, you're going to love this. This is a Zook that's been sent in by Daniel, Shane and Adam from Derbyshire. What do you reckon?
What is it, Jake?
I think it's a chicken.
I'll go for the roast beef then.
Rich, I don't blame you. Of course, Rich will be back throughout the show to guide us through today's contests. But right now, let's get on with the show. And it's time to meet our first team who designed their Zooks the sporty way.
the Halestones, and we're the team that are crazy about balls.
I love cricket, and I think we should make a zook that travels as fast as a cricket ball.
And I think the best way to make a zook is by making it as manoeuvrable as a basketball.
They should be able to hit the target like a football in the back of the net. I think a successful zoo is determined by its shape, and I think it should have a body like a marble. Marble? You've lost your marbles. Oi! I thought it was working quite well, actually.
Halestones, welcome to Bamzooki. Good to see you. Now, the big question is every zook you've got designed around some kind of ball?
Well, Force has a ball for a head. This makes him stronger.
Are you quite glad that you've got a combination of kind of big zooks and small zooks, slow and fast, all that sort of stuff?
Yes.
All right, well, good luck to you. But first of all, let's meet the second team that you're up against today. And all I can say is that when they were doing their research, Dominic was not a happy guy. Find out why.
I'm Ozzy. And I'm Ruth. And we're currently doing some undercover research for our zook building.
Guys, I hate to break it to you, but this whole bird research thing just isn't working.
I mean, come on, zooks can't fly, can they?
Fair point, Dominic. But what do we do now? Our zooks just aren't moving.
OK, I'll give you a clue.
What? Don't get it.
Come on then, I'll show you. Let's go. These are crabs. Just check out the way they move. We can use these crab movements for our zooks. Yeah, I reckon so. But we just have to remember to think crab. Think crab, think crab, think crab, think crab.
Welcome to Bamzooki. Now, the first thing that I need to know is, and I'm a bit worried about it, do your zooks go forwards as well as sideways?
We scrapped the crab idea because it just didn't work in the end. We couldn't get them to move in that way.
OK, well, I see you've still gone for one called Crabber. However, that is going forwards, which is good. And where did you get the name I Don't Know from?
Well, we couldn't actually think of a name for it, so we just called it that. Yeah.
Brilliant. How are you feeling about today? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
OK, best of luck. But let's get on with the show. It's now time for the very first contest. OK, teams, it's now time for the talking to stop and the competing to start, because this is today's first contest, Zook Trap. Now, as you can see, Nosy and Bernard, our house zooks, are demonstrating the way the game works, and Bernard is rather good at this. The aim of the game is to get down here to the finishing line and back again before the other zook. But it's not easy. As Nosy's demonstrating brilliantly, the traps really can get you stuck, and if they do get you stuck, you're not going to win the game. So make sure you pick a zook that's fast. Teams, off you go.
Yes, it's got to be fast, Jake, but it's also got to have strength to get through those doors.
Well, I think it's Voodoo because he can go faster and you'll just zoom straight through.
Yeah, we have door charger because it's quite heavy, so it could push some of the doors out of the way of this.
For this one.
Pod for the last.
Yeah, we need to keep...
Interesting. First choice, teams, back you come.
Well, there's definitely tactics at play here. This is turning into the little and large show. Sprinter for the Halestones. He is a tiny little zook, whereas the Animators have gone for the massive I Don't Know 2.
Cheers, Rich. OK, teams, this is it, the very first contest of the day, and it kind of looks like an uneven match-up, but in Bamzooki, you never know who's going to win these kind of contests. Are you both ready?
Yes!
OK, they sound good. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
So Zook Trap is go. Sprinter versus I Don't Know 2. And I Don't Know 2 gets to the first gate first. And he's such a massive Zook, one thinks he's probably got less distance to travel than little Sprinter. But they're both caught up in those doors now. But I Don't Know has got himself free. Now, when I say I don't know, I do know. I Don't Know is the name of the Zook. They very nearly completed their first lap now, and they get to the end and turn together and begin the journey back. This really is neck and neck. Sprinter's got himself into the lead, but I Don't Know 2 now wrestling with him. They are absolutely together as they go towards the line, and I Don't Know 2 is pushing Sprinter out of the way. I Don't Know 2 takes it.
Unbelievable, teams, that was so close. Obviously, Halestones, you had Sprinter there, didn't really get the chance to sprint though. What about you guys? A massive Zook. You were actually a bit worried that I don't know was going to fall off the end of the table there, weren't you? But he didn't. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, that's great.
All right, well played. You've taken a 1-0 lead after the first game. Unlucky to you guys, but as we enter the second contest, these guys have got a 1-0 lead. OK, teams, for our second game, all you have to do is knock down these Skittles, which sounds kind of easy until I tell you that we're adding a Zook and a ball into the equation, because this is Zook bowling. As you can see, Bernard has knocked this ball, down it goes, and you've got to try and knock over a few more than those if you want to win. You each get 2 goes, so pick a Zook that can bowl with accuracy. Teams, off you go.
Accuracy and the ability to make clean contact with the ball, that's what they're after.
How about Dom Charger? I don't think that'd work.
Well, I think Force, because he's got that massive, like, shield in front of him.
Looks like we've got Crabber. And we want to keep Pod for the last one, don't we? Yeah.
It's now time for the second game. Come on, teams.
There's a lot of thinking gone into these choices today. The Animators are hoping that Crabber will do it for them in Zook bowling, whereas the Halestones are hoping Spike will get a strike and grab a point back.
Thank you very much, Rich. Get ready to count very fast indeed, mate, because first up it is Spike for the Halestones, boys. You need the points, so fingers crossed you've picked a good Zook. Are you ready for this?
Yes. Yes.
OK, let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
So Spike gets Zook bowling underway and slowly makes his way towards the ball. It's not about speed, this, though. It's about accuracy. He makes good contact with the ball. And let's see, down they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The domino effect. There's still a couple. Oh, over it goes, and that is 14 for Spike.
Boy, they just kept on falling. That was brilliant. It looked like you'd only got a couple down, but they just kept on going. Good luck to the Animators. Let's see if you can match that. Start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
So Crabber has 14 to beat. Makes his way to the ball. Oh, it's unbalanced him. I don't know whether he made as much contact as he wanted there. A little domino effect and a quick tot-up reveals 10 for Crabber.
Animators, you haven't taken the lead, but you only fall behind. You're still in touch. Are you ready?
Yes!
OK, let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
So Spike has a great chance now to put the Halestones into a big lead. Makes good contact with the ball. Into the poles. Oh, but no domino effect. It's only 8, giving them a total of 22.
Rich said it's only 8, but that's OK. You've got 22, which means that the Animators need 13 to win this contest. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Crabber needs a big score here if he's going to beat Spike. Not bad contact, it's gone a bit skewy, it's sort of spiralling off to the edge of the table. It's just not good enough, it's only 5. The Halestones take the round.
Well played. How do you boys feel? You've got it back all level, Halestones. Congratulations. Was it all in the design of the Zook or the selection of the right Zook at the right time, would you say?
Selection.
Oh, as the Animators, I thought you were very unlucky there. I mean, you can see that no domino effect happened, which is what you need. But Rich, talking about Crabber, how could he have imitated a real-life crab just a little bit better?
Well, for a start, the Animators could have added rotating mouthpieces, eyes on sticks, and definitely some pincers and... Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Maybe they should have persevered with making it go sideways. This is how it's done. The crab moves its legs in pairs, digging his delicate toes into the sand to give him extra grip, but all the time moving sideways. No one's quite sure why he walks sideways, but it might be because he's short and, well, frankly, a bit squat. It's less tiring for him to walk in water if he walks this way. Maybe that's what you need to be a bit more crab-like.
After a game that required speed and a game that required aim, this team's is a game that requires strength. This is World's Strongest Zook. And what your Zook has to do is basically push all of these base units over the line. But the problem is the base units are getting heavier and heavier. Therefore, your Zooks are going to start to struggle, as Bernard and Nosy are showing you right now. What you need to do here is pick a really powerful Zook. Teams, pick it now.
The question is, though, of course, have the teams got a really powerful Zook left to pick?
Voodoo's too bendy, though.
I think Pod would be quite good because it's quite fast. So it'd be able to push them quickly.
Because Voodoo will be the best for the next one, for the relay.
Yeah. So that might work quite well.
Halestones, Animators, come on down.
Well, they've rolled out the big guns for this one. The Halestones have gone for the mighty Force, whereas the Animators are hoping Door Charger will do it for them.
Cheers, Rich. 2 Zooks, 3 obstacles and 1 round before today's final. Start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, world's strongest Zook always throws up some tough-looking competitors, and that's exactly what we've got here today, as Door Charger in red and Force in green set about these blocks with a vengeance. And they're pretty evenly matched as they turn for the second pile. Force coming in now, nudging it. Door Charger has got his over. Really neck and neck. Now, Door Charger has turned, but he's taken a block with him, and is that going to get in his way? Force has also got a block with him, but Door Charger is making a real meal of it. He's got to push it over. Don't worry about that back block. It's the front one. Oh, my goodness, that's too close to call. Too close to call.
Rich, can you help us out? Who won that?
Well, if we take a close look at this action replay, remember it's the bottom of the pile that has to get over the line first, and if we freeze it there, we can see that it's Door Charger that's done it for the Animators.
Rich, thank you very much. Halestones, what can I say? Unlucky, guys. You're taking a 1-second deficit into the final. But Animators, you led at the start of the show. You're leading again. It's really within your grasp. Good luck to both teams as we enter today's Bamzooki final. After a very close show, it's time, funnily enough, for a very, very close final. All the Zooks are gathered together for the relay race. Now, teams, this is the way it's going to work. The very first Zook that you picked at the start of the show will start the race. They'll then tag the next Zook, and so on and so forth, until the first Zook to cross the finish line right here is the winner. Now, Rich, there are two Zooks we haven't yet met, and I don't think we can make them race before we say hello. What do you say?
Well, the Animators are putting their faith in Pod for the last leg of the final, whereas the Halestones are hoping Voodoo is going to work some magic and make up that 1-second deficit.
OK, Rich, thank you very much. Now, teams, it's been so close for the entire show. There is virtually nothing to separate you. It's all about the right Zooks in the right places at the right times. So good luck. Let's start the final.
3, 2, 1.
So I Don't Know 2 has that 1-second advantage over Little Sprinter, uses it well and immediately tags Crabber. Sprinter's got there and tags Spike. Now these are two very similar looking Zooks, and they're pretty much neck and neck as they hand over almost at the same time to Door Charger in red and Force in green for the Halestones. Now if you remember, Door Charger had the edge in the previous round over Force, but they are neck and neck here on the third leg of the final. Who's going to hand over first? It's Force hands over to Voodoo. Pod's not going to be able to catch him. Voodoo does it. The Halestones win.
And it is all over. Do you know what? We've had one action replay in today's show, and I thought we were going to get another one for a few moments there, but it's all over. And I'm afraid to say, Animators, you took the lead at the start of the show. You took the lead into the final. It wasn't quite enough. Are you feeling OK?
Yeah.
You're not feeling too bad, OK. And as for you boys, congratulations. Hailstone are coming back for the semi-final. Look, we've got some great Bamzooki pictures for you there, so share them out amongst yourselves and enjoy those. We'll see you back here for the semi-final. Don't forget, you can actually download the software to build your very own Zooks from the CBBC website, so you get busy doing that. And Rich, thanks very much, mate. What a great final.
You couldn't make it up, Jake.
You couldn't. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Think you know Blue Peter? Think you know the presenters?
Special.
That jumper.
Next.
What am I wearing? Very exciting, mate. No,
Look at you are hating every minute.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's quite nice.
How can you say that's nice? You're looking away from the camera. We can hardly see you.
I was an ugly baby.
Oh.
I can tell you when that was as well, actually. That's my 18th birthday. I think I'm so cool.
Nothing changes.
Blue Peter, like you've never seen it before. Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 4:35, CBBC on BBC One.
Listen here, Mickey, right? You're wasting my time and my money, and I can't afford you to waste either. This is a really important deal. Mickey, you're making me angry. You would not like to see when I'm angry.